Good afternoon, everyone. This is Beth from Bark by Bedell, and I have a journal to show you, a flip through. This is the Snowflake Journal, and it's finished. I have had so much fun doing this journal. Winter is not my favorite time of the year, but I do love the snow, and I can appreciate the beauty of the snow. And I've always enjoyed crafting with snowflakes, and the pink and the blue, the colors, just really brings snowflakes, as far as I'm concerned, alive. So I want to share this. I'm excited to share this with you. Here we have the journal. It measures 8 inches by 12 inches. It has a 2.5-inch spine. It's fabric covered, and it has lace over the fabric. It has been machine stitched all the way around. It has a 7-hole pamphlet stitch with 2 signatures. 134 pages, and inside it we have some bazzill cardstock. Now all of the rest of the information will be in the information box below. So our tie is a strip of the fabric that I've covered the journal with some little jingle bells on it, and it's just wrapped around the journal. Can be taken off. We have crocheted snowflakes that I have made throughout the journal. Here's one of them on the top. We have some of these fibers here that are in a few places in the journal, and they're pretty cool because they give it kind of a soft, powdery type snow feel to it. And then I have done a lot of embossing with snowflakes. You can find in the playlist below a video, my first video for this journal, where I created the papers, and it can show you how I have done that. There are, I think, between 12 and 15, I think, videos in the playlist. There will be by the end of the week. So here's our spine. It's an open spine. As I said, it's a 7-hole pamphlet stitch. And the back of it, you can see the lace here, and another snowflake on the back. And then we have some Maruyama paper here. It's 5 magenta, and it's from my scrapbooking days. I have lots of different papers left over from that. So as we get into the inside of it, here's our blue bazzill cardstock here. As always, on my front cover, the inside of my front cover, I have a library pocket and then a library card inside. I did a collage here with a lot of the different papers that are in the journal. And I have been in keeping with the style that I've been doing lately of making my own mixed media paper. And that's what some of this is, with stenciling and inks, and again, the directions are in that one video. I like to make ruffles, so I've been making ruffles and putting in my last couple of journals. This page, we have it's an old business envelope that without any windows that I transformed into this pretty element for our journal. On the back side of it is a paper pad with some coffee stain copy papers. Everything has been stenciled with some stencils. And inside this is a tag right here with an angel on it and a chipboard snowflake. And this one has a video, a process video. Then here's our papers by Irresistible Prints. That is the paper line that I chose on Etsy to go with for this journal. And our coffee stain copy papers. Just some paper that was gifted to me. It's in a roll, but it's in these strips that are this wide and about, I don't know, a little wider than my journal. I like to use the check stubs from Business Checkbook. This is a tri-fold tag, tall tag, built on some book paper. I have it paper clipped on here, and then this opens up like this, and this opens up further, so you have this whole page to journal on, and you can journal on the back of the tag too. And then when you flip it over, we have the rest of the tri-fold tag here, and you can journal here, and then it opens up here, and this is a gelli print that I had done. And then we have a paper clip that just holds that in place, otherwise it flaps around too much. Over here on this page, we have a hidden journaling spot. And I have a tag inside the pocket here that comes out with snowflakes, embossed snowflakes, journaling room on the back, and then this swivels up so that you can journal here and then hide it by putting that back, and this will hold that all in place. When you slide this tag in, if you lift up on the right-hand side of it just a little bit, then the lace and the little circle goes over that to hold that in place. Here's the lace that I had used on this journal throughout. It was a piece that I found at my thrift store, and it was a pillow sham that I had cut up, and I think I pretty much used all of it in this book. A little pocket here with some coffee stained copy paper to journal on, one of my snowflakes. Over here I've taken two pieces, or one piece actually, and folded it in half of the digital, and front and back I didn't show the inside, I had stitched it closed, and it's on ledger paper here, and you flip that out, you have a little pocket down here with a box in it and a tag, and then room for journaling over here. Back side, either decorate it up the way you want, or just, that's totally up to you. I've left a few spaces where if you want to add something you can. If you like to just the looks of that, you can just leave it the way it is. Coffee stained copy paper. This is a piece of, like I said, I have a lot of paper that I've been using all year on different journals that I have left over from my scrapbooking, rubber stamping days. And this is another piece of that. I don't know where it came from. This was years ago, guys. This is magenta paper here. And then we have a check stub here out of a business envelope, some sheet music that's been embossed with an embossing folder. Again, one of my stencils, and these really cool snowflake brads with a piece of lace underneath. The angel is from Ginger Journals. And there we go. I've stamped my lines like I always do for journaling with my stamp. On this piece of kraft paper, we have an element where it's a pocket down here, and we have some more of those fibers. They are the white ones, but when they're layered on this pink paper, they look pink. Inside the pocket, we have a postcard, and this is some ephemera from the kit with the journaling lines. And then this piece of paper came from the gift that I had received from my sister-in-law that had a bunch of papers. It was in that came ledgers, it came bank stubs, check stubs, and then it came some notebook paper where there were notes and things taken. The script on it is very, very pretty. She had beautiful penmanship. Anyhow, this opens up for journaling here. And this little tab here is higher than the one on the right, so that it can be the tuck spot that helps to hold this paper in place. And then the postcard seals it. I have applied some washi tape to my very fine, it's like tracing paper, but it's government resettlement paper. I like the noise of it. This is from a child's practice book where they can practice their penmanship. And fine art papers, I had quite a few of those also left over from making cards, and I added some washi tape to that. On the bottom of my strings where I tied my signature together, I have some rusty old jingle bells. They hang below the book so that they don't make indents in your journal. Some more paper, and then we're headed back through that signature with the repeats of what we've seen at first. I love the bunnies. They are so cute. This is such a precious line of paper. I really like that. And here we have another one of those tuck spots or pockets with the hidden journaling here. That inside. This is a piece of paper. This was some more that was in those boxes of papers and things that I was gifted. And this is a letter, and I just couldn't cover it up. It's really cool to read these vintage letters. And anyhow, so here we have a pocket with vellum, and it's on the back side of that letter. The letter I have printed it front and back on a piece of coffee stained copy paper. I'm not going to give up the original letter. I made a pocket with vellum so that we can see through. So when we have this big tag taken out, we can still read the rest of our letter here. So the big tag is on cardstock. I do believe all my cards are built on cardstock, blue and pink. And journaling lines on the back, and they all have the stenciled snowflakes put on them too. And down here in the piece of ephemera that came with the kit, we have a little bird on a tag. Some more coffee stained copy paper, the ledger paper, and this is the pocket, the simple pocket that I had made with Pam from the Paper Outpost. It's her design. It's so simple, so easy, and just so cute. And when you put it with this really nice papers here, it's just really cool. Inside this pink paper, it was a pocket, and then we have some copy paper tucked away inside there. And then this tag comes out also, and it can be journaled, of course, on the back. A little bird. And the snowflake prevents it from falling down through. Over on the back side of our mixed media paper, I have a paper pad, a little header on top with a bow. And then back here, I've added some more of those magentas, those fine magenta papers, my cleanup paper that I make here. And then a pocket with cardstock that was silver embossed, and a couple tags from the kit of the fox and the deer here. And then we have our book paper. Now I have added a layer of gesso, so if you decide you want to add some different mediums to this, it already has the gesso on it, or you can just write over it because it's lighter. Back here, this was a fun one for me to do. I just got this idea that I was going to put some of the the confetti snowflakes in a jar. So I made my own jar out of vellum. I stitched around it. I opened it up and I filled it with confetti snowflakes. And then I made a lid to my jar out of silver foil and hung on some little charmy things that made it look really cute. And then it goes inside this tuck spot like this. And it has a snow globe here. Here is one of the back side of that strip of paper that I told you was gifted, and we have a little squirrel here. And deer on the back side here. This is the mixed media paper, and I have a pocket with the owl and the squirrel, and then two other pieces of ephemera that were in the kit, and I just tucked them inside there. Have a ruffle, page ruffle down here on the bottom, and then a page ruffle up here on the top. This is starting our second signature now. On this side, we have a manila, it was a manila envelope. I have a link down below to the video in the playlist on how I changed it to look like this. So, and then some ledger paper, and it's clipped on with a Tim Holtz clip. And coffee stain paper out of the kit. Some of that strip paper here. These have pockets on them. Whoever receives this journal can put something inside the pocket. And then our pocket that we made with lace on the sheet music. And inside we have the large tag. And inside the large tag is another tag. And I love all the animals together. That just is so sweet. Behind that is part check stub. And another one of my crocheted snowflakes with the snowflake brad. We have snowflakes everywhere. Here we have an angel on a glassine bag with a snowflake that was cut with a Tim Holtz die that cuts and embosses at the same time. It's a really nice die. Then we have two tags with snow globes on them. One's blue, one's pink. They both have silver embossing on the back. They both have a snow globe on them, and they both have a chipboard snowflake for a tag tab. Put that one goes behind this paper, and the other one goes in the glassine bag. Over here we have some ledger paper that I decorated with some coffee stain paper. I just crumpled down the top and added a little bit of lace behind and put a circle over here on the corner. And then all this writing around it, I just love that look. I love the ledger paper. There's some more. This is a gelli print. We have over here a little flip out. Inside, well, first off, on the outside of it, we have a little pocket with bunnies and then a little tag with bunnies that sits inside the pocket. This is just a half of a square knot. You wouldn't even have to do that. I mean, it's wire, so all you would have to do is just give it a twist and it's going to stay closed. Probably that's what I would recommend. Anyhow, it opens up, and then this paper comes out accordion style for more journaling room. Tuck that back inside. I'm just going to give this a little twist. Not pulling on it too much because I don't want to pull on the edge of my paper. Journaling room here and here. some background paper from the kit with fox on it. Over here is some collage on some mixed media paper and ledger paper, sheet music, a piece out of the kit, and here's some of our confetti snowflakes on this one, and then one of the Ginger Journal's angels. I heard angels are just beautiful. And then a piece of coffee stained copy paper inside a pocket like that for more journaling space. And the back side, this is from the kit, this little tuck spot. And I have hidden journaling here too. So we remove the big tag. We'll take a look at that first. We have embossed snowflakes everywhere. Snowflake brad, this is just overloaded with snowflakes and journaling room on the back. And then inside the tuck spot, tucks a piece of paper, and you open that up and you have journaling room here, and you can journal here. And so they would have more hidden journaling room. And then you can put your little, not little, it's a big tag right back inside your little tuck spot. Piece of vellum with the washi tape on it. That washi tape just looks really elegant on vellum. Kids writing book, practice writing book, some more of the fine art paper. On one of my strings in the center where I sewed my signatures into the spine of the book is an angel wing, and the other one has a jingle bell on it. And this is the other side of the same one where I just showed you with the tuck spot and the large journaling card, and then this folds out for hidden journaling. On the back of that, we have a pocket from the kit, and then I think this was from the kit, and nope, this is an index card. I'm bad. It's an index card that I decorated up. This itself was from the kit, and so wasn't the notes part. And then that sits down in this envelope here, and then behind it with this paper that's really texture paper, we have some of the confetti snowflakes on here too. We have a larger index card and a piece out of the kit. And we'll put that back inside. Journaling room, craft paper. On the back of this craft paper, we have a brown glassine bag. This little coin pocket was from the kit, and inside that I have some of my Christmas words definitions, and they are from Calico Collage. I'll put them back inside there. Maybe later. And then I made a tag out of cardstock and used one of my die cut embossed snowflakes and some circles here and put the bunnies on it. I love those bunnies. The bunnies and the fox, I think, are my favorite. Behind the bag is a piece of coffee stained copy paper for journaling on. Here is a collage that I have done on this book paper. I gessoed the book paper, and then I started collaging with all the different papers that I've been using throughout, and I added this row of beads, and then I made a tuck spot out of it and put some more coffee stained copy paper behind that for journaling on. Back here on the back side of the book paper, we have some more of the magenta paper, my cleanup paper that I make into mixed media paper, some ribbon from May Arts ribbons, and some snowflake brads that are specifically made to run ribbon through. This opens up, and we have some coffee stained copy paper here, and then you can journal on this or add pictures or whatever. It's yours, whatever. And journaling space, more ledger paper. And on the back side of this, we have a pocket made out of one of the papers in the kit with some coffee stained copy paper for journaling on, and a little coin envelope, and inside we have some more of the definitions, and that just goes inside here. Over here on some music paper, we have a flip out. We have a ruffle with the May Arts gingham ribbon, one of my snowflakes and the snowflake brad piece from the book here. And then this flips open like this. So there's lots of journaling room here, and this is coffee stained copy paper, and that flips open, and then you have all of this. So there's lots of journaling room incorporated onto this music sheet. And that folds over, and then we have our lace envelope or lace pocket with our large tag, this time with the bunnies, and then our smaller tag inside. So we have bunnies here and a bunny there. I have covered this with some of the silk that was on the back of that pillowcase sham. There's a process video for this in the playlist. And then that goes back inside here. Another one of those strips of paper with a little pine cone here. Some more journaling room. And we have the fox down here on this piece of mixed media paper. And the ruffle here. And then on the back side, we're showing off the fox. He's just so cute. Piece of ruffle and then sleigh bell definition from Calico Collage. That completes the flip through of this journal. Here is the back side with a snowflake. And the little tips of the snowflakes are glued down because they were just getting all caught up in the beading, and they needed to be glued down so they didn't move around so much. This journal is a sold journal. I want to thank the girl that has bought it, and I will be on the way to her tomorrow. So I will close this back up. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have followed along with me and have enjoyed all the different videos on the different pages. And we shall see you again soon. The next journal has already been started. It's another, this is kind of winter, but with a little Christmas mixed in. The new one I'm doing is pretty much Christmas with poinsettias and angels. So, and it'll be a smaller size journal, a typical A4 size journal. So thanks for watching, guys. You have a great day. We'll see you again soon. Bye now.